Good morning, students. Today's topic is the atmosphere of the Earth. What is atmosphere? It is the envelope of air which completely surrounds the Earth and is held by the gravitational pull of the Earth. Though it extends for nearly 1600 kilometers from the surface of the Earth, 99% of its mass lies only within 100 kilometers from the surface of the Earth. We all know that the atmosphere makes the Earth a unique planet. So now we'll see the importance of atmosphere. First of all, it has the presence of oxygen, which is very important for our survival as it is required by us for respiration. It also has presence of carbon dioxide, which is utilized by all plant life to prepare their own food, known as photosynthesis, indirectly helpful to animals and human beings. Atmosphere also acts as a shield to us. How? There are certain layers in the atmosphere, like thermosphere, which has quite high temperature and which can burn up the incoming meteors midway in the atmosphere and prevent them from hitting the surface of the Earth. Meteors are small pieces of rocks coming from the space. Next, it has the presence of ozone layer, which protects us from the harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun, which could cause cataracts or skin cancers in human beings. Next, atmosphere also traps the outgoing terrestrial radiation, prevents it from escaping into the space, and thus keeps the Earth's surface warm. Atmosphere also acts as a medium for the movement of winds, rains, other weather phenomena. It acts as a medium for the circulation of water vapor and thus helps in water cycle. So those were the importance of atmosphere. Now we'll see the properties of atmosphere. Atmosphere is colorless, tasteless, odorless, mobile, meaning it has movement in it, elastic, meaning when compressed and released, it can come back to its former condition. It can also be expanded or compressed. Now, it is not as dense as lithosphere or hydrosphere, but it has weight and it exerts pressure. It is densest at the sea level and less dense in the upper atmosphere. It is densest at the sea level because of the pressure of the overlying layers of the atmosphere. So those were the properties and significance of atmosphere. Now we'll talk about the composition of atmosphere. There are two chief components of atmosphere: oxygen 21%, nitrogen 78%. Other gases are found in less proportion but of great significance, like argon 0.93%, carbon dioxide 0.03%. Other gases of small proportions are neon, ozone, hydrogen, helium, methane, etc. Since these gases remain fairly constant in proportion in the lower atmosphere, they are also termed as fixed components of the atmosphere. There are some components of the atmosphere which vary in proportion from place to place. That's why they are also termed as variable components. They are water vapor, 0.2%, very significant role in the atmosphere. Dust particles, mostly found over the desert regions. Smoke, mostly found over industrial regions. And then salt and pollen grains. So those were the components of the atmosphere. Now we'll see the significance of these components one by one. Starting with oxygen, we all know that it helps in respiration and it helps in combustion. Without oxygen, there is no combustion. After that, we have nitrogen. It dissolves oxygen and slows down the process of oxidation, and thus it is used widely as a coolant. It is also very significant for the growth of plants, and that is why it is used to make fertilizers. Atmospheric nitrogen is subjected to very high heat and temperature and converted to ammonia or other fertilizers. Next we have carbon dioxide. We all know it helps in photosynthesis, and it is a greenhouse gas which traps the outgoing terrestrial radiation and keeps the Earth's surface warm. Its proportion must not increase, which can lead to global warming. Next we have water vapor, a very significant component of atmosphere. It is added to the atmosphere by the process of evaporation. It gets converted to clouds by the process of condensation and thus leads to precipitation on the Earth's surface. This water vapor also traps the outgoing terrestrial radiation like carbon dioxide and thus keeps the Earth's surface warm. And lastly, we'll talk about the particulate matters of the atmosphere, which are dust, smoke, or pollen grains. These particulate matters, they scatter the sunlight during the time of sunrise and sunset and produce very beautiful red and orange colors at the time of sunrise and sunset. My drawing is not that good. You manage with this now. Okay. Now, these particulate matters also they also trap the outgoing terrestrial radiation like water vapor and carbon dioxide and keep the Earth's surface warm. And lastly, they act as condensation nuclei in the atmosphere, around which the water vapor gets condensed, forms clouds, and brings precipitation on the surface of the Earth. So that was it. The atmosphere, its significance, components, etc. So we'll meet in the next class.